Just as sunflowers chase the sun, inductees into the South Dakota Hall of Fame chase their dreams day after day, year after year. The 700-plus inductees in the Hall of Fame come from all backgrounds and corners of our state. What their stories have in common is their unwavering courage and belief in their dreams. These dream chasers are an inspiration for us all to strive for excellence and believe in our own potential to chase dreams well into the future.
Husband and wife inductees Baxter and Lyndall Berry made a positive impact on the ranching community throughout South Dakota and are founding members of the South Dakota Hall of Fame. Baxter was a pioneer in the breeding and raising of Scotch Highland cattle in western South Dakota. His and Lyndall's Highland cattle herd became the largest in the world, and the Berry's ranch grew to be one of the finest in South Dakota. Along with the founding of the American Scotch Highland Association, Baxter was also the director of the South Dakota Stock Growers Association for more than 45 years and dedicated his life to the ranching community.
Morris Jones, thank you for having a conversation with us today.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me to honor my aunt and uncle.
Tell us a little bit about Baxter and Lyndall Berry.
Well, Baxter was my mother's oldest brother, and they lived south of Belvedere, had a ranch there, and Baxter took over running the ranch for my grandfather when he was elected governor of South Dakota.
He understood the teamwork aspect that it would take of several people to get a job done managing a herd of cattle, and trying to improve and make that a more effective team. Is that one of the takeaways that you saw? He wanted people to think about their role in a larger group working together.
Yeah, I think so. That's kind of the way I saw it. You know, you wanted to do your job so the next person's job was easier. And I think all the people that worked there, that was what they strived to do too.
It sounds as though in even working within a family group, as time went on, his involvement with the Cattlemen's and the Stock Growers Association, that he had a little broader view and wanted to work together in the community of stock growers, to have them work together to improve their business and maybe their lifestyle. Did you notice that about your uncle?
Yeah, he was involved in the like the stock growers, the livestock industry board, trying to get different opinions and goals of making it better for all of the cattle producers. And I think that was something that he always strived, is in his industry, that he wanted to improve, not just for himself, but all of the industry, his neighbors especially, because all of them were, most of them were all involved in the same livestock industry.
And maybe that's a legacy in the Berry family, with a governorship and so forth, of being a thinking, beyond and serving a wider state audience. But then there's the involvement with the South Dakota Hall of Fame, and Baxter being one of the foundational members, and trying to help and advocate that telling stories of people who make a unique contribution would be important to South Dakota.
Yeah, Baxter and Lyndall both thought that the people that have made contributions to the state through their work was, what should I say, important to be recognized by the state so that others that contributed here.
Do you think, can you think of maybe some highlights in the work that he did, either as a rancher or in experimenting with some different breeds, or even being involved with the Livestock Association, some things that would be important for young people today, that if there is a lesson or a few things that they could take away from the life of Baxter Berry?
Well, I guess one of the things, if he saw something that he was interested in, he studied it enough to try it, and if it worked, good. If it didn't, he analyzed why and decided, no, that isn't going to work with this, for my operation. And but yeah, I think, if young people are looking up to someone that they know and see what they've done and kind of how they made their decisions on if that's the way that's going to function for them, I think that's one of the things that he leaves with us.
Morris Jones, thank you. Thank you for sharing about your uncle and aunt.
Thank you very much.